Most of us think that productivity is all about the amount of time we spend in a day doing meaningful work. For many people, it's like cutting themselves off of sleep and doing the work. The world is developing so fast, and most of us barely get time to relax and get a good sleep. We started valuing our work and money more than our health. Right from bad eating habits to bad sleep, we messed up it all. We watch all these motivational speakers and videos where those guys shouts like, "You have to sleep only 4 hours a day. That's what all billionaires are doing." But we never stop to ask why. Why should I follow that? What are my priorities? What do I want my life to look like? We never realize that we are under the control of these motivational speakers in turn. We never listen to our own minds and body.
Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Happy to see you guys again. So I was one of these guys who tried to listen to these motivational speakers and tried sleeping only 3-4 hours a day and postponing sleep and pulling all-nighters. I did it all. So one fine day, this lockdown happened in March 2020, I guess.
पूरे देश में आज रात 12 बजे से संपूर्ण लॉकडाउन होने जा रहा है.
And from that day, all my sleeping patterns, all my habits of sleeping habits completely changed. I went from sleeping like 4 hours a day and waking up like 4:35 in the morning to waking up like 8, 9, 10 in the morning. So I started to sleep a lot more than I used to. And I was kind of feeling guilty for that as well. Blame those motivational speakers for that. And honestly, I tried like waking up early, but I couldn't. And one fine day, I saw this video by Gary Vee. He put that video, he posted that video on Instagram, or I think it's on both Instagram and YouTube.
5, 6, or 7. Yeah, I get more than people think. Sleep's important. It's not how much sleep you get, it's what you do when you're awake. That's the fucking shit. D-Rock, do the little quote thing so they can fucking still shoot that.
So in this video, Gary said that it doesn't matter whether you sleep 6, 7, 8 hours a day. All that matters is what you do when you are awake. That's it. That's pretty much it. That's completely it. And it kind of hit me really hard. Like I was doing it completely differently. I was looking at sleep from a different perspective, and Gary was looking at it from a different perspective. And I felt that the perspective from which Gary Vee is looking at sleep is way better than what I am doing with my life. So I try to adapt to what Gary Vee has said, and like it's true, right? Like it doesn't matter whether you sleep like 6, 7, 8 hours a day, and if you can't put your 120% for what you do, if you are feeling like groggy and sleepy throughout the day, then what's the point in just like sleeping 3-4 hours a day? It doesn't matter like a lot, right? So all that matters is what you do when you are awake. That matters, and I try to incorporate in my whole schedule, and I changed my sleeping patterns. I stopped feeling guilty for not waking up early, and a lot of things changed after that. By the way, the link to that Gary Vee's video will be in the description below. Go check it out. Maybe it might inspire you guys as well. So this one particular video of Gary Vee's made me realize how much important sleep is actually, and it also got me to analyze my own sleep patterns and how much sleep my body actually needs. And I got to know that anywhere between 6.5 to 8 hours of sleep is very good for me personally, and I think it depends on individual. I'm not sure about it, but normal person, I think for normal person 6.5 to 8 hours is good. And from that day, I can tell you guys that my productivity levels has gone up a lot. I was feeling way productive than I used to be, and my energy levels are very good, very better than it used to be, because like whenever I try to do some focus work, I can put in more energy into it and I can finish it properly. And I wasn't feeling groggy at all, because like when I used to sleep like 4 hours a day, the whole day feels like a lazy kind of groggy thing. And after sleeping like a proper 6.5 hours of sleep, getting 6.5 hours of sleep, I wasn't feeling groggy at all. Like the whole day feels so energetic and productive, and overall I was feeling better. In 1965, a high school student by the name of Gardner went without sleep for 11 full days and 25 minutes. So on the first day, he was feeling good. He was completely normal. He wasn't having any side effects as such. And on the second day, he was feeling a bit sleepy. He was feeling a bit lazy, groggy. And on the third day, he wasn't able to focus properly. His mind was like completely, foggy. So on the later part of the experiment, later days when the experiment proceeded, he wasn't even able to control his own emotions emotions. He wasn't even able to control his own body movements. So everything was out of his control. He was having like short-term memory losses. He kind of became paranoid as well. And I think he still holds the world record for like the longest time spent without sleep. And this particular experiment tells us how much side effects are there if you sleep less chronically. Sleeplessness has a lot of side effects, from hallucination to high chances of diabetes to increased risks of heart diseases, and sometimes short-term memory losses to high blood pressure as well. And there is a very good chance that you might die from getting a stroke if you chronically sleep less than 6 hours a day. So sleep is one of the very, very crucial and important part of our whole day. Let's talk about some science now. So the hormone which causes us to sleep is called adenosine, and there are some receptors in our brain which captures these adenosine molecules, which will in turn make us sleepy. And if our personal aim is not to sleep for a period of time or postpone sleep as much as we could, we have to get rid of these adenosine molecules completely. But one of the best and viable options to do that is to go and sleep, because when you actually sleep, your body moves into a self-cleaning process. Your body starts its self-cleaning process, and it will discard and remove all these dirt and unwanted material particles from your body, including these adenosine molecules. So this is one of the best and viable options. But our actual aim is not to sleep, right? Like what we have to do now. And there are many options to postpone sleep, artificially. And one of the best and viable options, which is easily available for everyone, is to consume coffee, right? And caffeine will not actually remove all these adenosine molecules from your body, but it will in turn occupy the adenosine receptors. The receptors which actually occupy adenosine will now occupy these caffeine molecules will occupy these adenosine receptors, which will leave no space for these adenosine molecules to stay in your brain. So you will not feel sleepy for a period of time. But with the half-life of coffee being about only 5 hours, and your brain will also push out more receptors to capture these adenosine molecules, you will eventually feel sleepy again. So it doesn't matter whether you try to postpone sleep or not. End of the day, you are going to feel sleepy again, and your body needs sleep. You have to sleep again. So the next time when someone tells you you've got to sacrifice your sleep for a better future or life, don't trust them, just leave them alone. Take it in one ear, leave it in the other. You got to get good sleep, no matter what. Good sleep is very important. You got to build some good sleeping habits. And with that being said, I will see you guys next one. Bye-bye. And subscribe to the channel, like this video. That's very important.